everybody, it's the coach. Welcome you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
They'll take over. First down.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
Total relentlessness of consistency. Almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I started calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever a defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 65 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Visitors, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Caught Eifert over the middle.
Complete to
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
second and
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
First and
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. They'll hand it off to Bush. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
at his 48-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Taking it about the 16. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
Yeah, and we'll see how determined they are.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice. And when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. Well, let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who is contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Our home team 7, visitors nothing.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tim Patrick there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
It's not much as perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. The drive starts with Reggie Bush. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And that'll make it 3rd down.
He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Breeze. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And some room to work. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, 40 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Intended for
Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And it's third down.
By Malcolm Butler.
A give. This is Bush. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for New England. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's what, 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
More than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Doesn't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the second quarter. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
At the 21-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brees. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a timeout.
Complete.
7 seconds left in the first half.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
16-yard line.
Working from the gun. It's Brees. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10.
So no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Visitors, nothing.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll lead here to a third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun, and that is incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, Montana. He's got the Hall of Famer, Harold Carmichael. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown!
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point now by Boswell. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays.
Visitors, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 6. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back, unsuccessfully.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
Joe Montana heading out to get this next drive underway. The lead is theirs here in the 3rd quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible, I want to throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well. And in this case, they're winning.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's good.
13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. A run. This is Bettis.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A 6-yard pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended for
now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
4.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Kevin Huber now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
They'll take over. 1st down.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, it's Harold Carmichael. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there, 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Joe Montana on 2nd down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
To throw is Montana. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive.
Home team 49. Visitors nothing.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Reggie Bush was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Good. 4.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Joe Montana here going to the air on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. With that, we say so long from Philly.